Okay, welcome back to my channel. Pretend like the next video you guys will see this weekend does not have me in this same sweater. The video that you saw Monday did not have me in the same sweater. Mind your business. That's my business. Alrighty, so hey besties, welcome back to my channel. So actually today we are going to be going over my Spotify playlist, and we're also going to be looking at my Spotify statistics. I thought it would be kind of interesting to see kind of like what I listen to on a daily basis, and also to just go over like what I've been listening for the entire month of March basically. I don't just listen to K-pop, shocker. Wow, there's people in this world who doesn't listen to K-pop. But just kidding. But we are gonna go ahead and go over. First, we're gonna go ahead and go over my Spotify playlist. So I do use Spotify mainly as my source of music. I do use Spotify as my main source of music. I do have music on SoundCloud. Of course, there's some songs you just can't get on Spotify. So like for example, like BTS sometimes release like one-off songs, where they don't necessarily put it on Spotify. So those are on SoundCloud. And I do have some music on Apple, but I don't really listen to Apple. Most of it is on Spotify, because if I buy it on Apple 9 out of 10 times, it's on Spotify. So that's where I mainly listen to all my music. So I do have two types of playlists. I have my liked songs, which is just a list of all the songs that I do like. And you'll see kind of like a picture of me, or split screen or something, of me just going through and looking at the liked music that I do have in here. So this is my liked music playlist. It's just all the music that I've liked over like my whole entire life. If you see right up here, it's like 3,000 songs in here, and I added these on here. Like sometimes I do go here and just push shuffle and let it go, because it is what it is. I don't care what I'm listening to that day. But I do just normally just put this as just kind of like my catch-all for all the songs I ever have liked. Next, we're gonna go over actually my true daily playlist, which is called my daily playlist, because I'm unoriginal. So because I'm just not very original that I come up with. Sorry, but the titles I come up with, I'm not very creative, as they say. In this one, there's about 98 songs in here. I keep about 100. It can go a little bit over 100. It can dip below like 90. But normally I keep just about 100 songs in this playlist. And the reason why, because these are just songs that I am reaching for, grabbing for, wanting to listen to on a daily basis. And I don't necessarily and either the song I'm listening to on a daily basis, these are songs that I gravitate to, these are songs that I want to listen to, etc., etc. So we're gonna go ahead and start off at the top, which is Answer by ATEEZ. They are a group. They are in my top 5 groups that I do stan. I stan BTS, Stray Kids, ATEEZ, Pure and Harmony, and GOT7. Those are the 5 groups that I stan. And when I mean I stan these groups, means that I buy their stuff. There are some other groups, as you guys know. I do have lots of merch that I have bought in music from, but I don't consistently buy music from them, and I don't necessarily care to buy music from them. If I have the money and I want the album, I'll get it, but it's not like something that I need to go out and get it or pre-order, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're gonna start off with ATEEZ right here at the top. Next, we have Illa Illa by B.I. That's actually such a really, really good song. I think it's been on my playlist since it came out. Don't quote me on that, 'cause I'm not specific on dates, like I said in my other videos. This is the reason why I probably almost failed African American history, is because I am not good at dates and names. And that's also another reason why I have kept the groups that I do stand to 5. Because honestly, those are the 5 groups where I actually know the people's names and faces. Once you start getting out of 5 groups, I feel like it's very difficult to start looking at names. Next, we have Ribbon by Bam Bam. I believe this has been in here since it came out as well. And then I have No More Dreams by BTS. It has to be like literally in my top 5 favorite songs from BTS as a group. Not their individual songs, but as a group, this has to be like one of my top 5. We have All Your Fault by Yugyeom, Jackson Wang. We got some Thunderous, Stray Kids. We have Wavy, NCT. Like I said, I do not discriminate against when it comes to groups. I will like what I like, and if it sounds good, it sounds good. 10 may be the reason why I get into NCT, but like I said, I'm already standing in 5 groups, and on average, those groups have about 8 members. This would skew my average just a little bit, because honestly, I don't really know anybody else in NCT outside of maybe 10, Mark, Johnny, Haechin, and Lucas, and Sotoro. Outside of those people, I honestly can't recognize any of the other ones. So next we have Butter with the remix with Megan Thee Stallion, Silver Spoon, UGG, Nightmare, Deja Vu, Meditate, Vibing with Young Jay, Favorite, Dynamite. I mean, you could just go on. This is basically just a full list of all of the songs that I'm just listening to and that I'm just gravitating to. And of course, the closer you get to the end of the list, the more recent the songs have been added. So of course, newer songs are going to be closer down here. If you see a bunch of ATs, it's because I went back through their discography and decided to listen to their old music. Because like I said, ATs was one of those groups that I am permanently standing. So I do want to get familiar with their music and the music that they have put out in the past. And honestly, these are the songs that I just really, really do like and that I've been listening to. It wouldn't be a video if there was an interruption by my cat. So yeah, I've been going through a little bit of an ATs, binge here. We got some new songs here by some new boy groups that came out. Tempest. If you know who Tempest is, I don't know if people have been keeping up. If you're a BTS fan, I shouldn't say BTS. If you're a Hybe labels fan, and if you're in Hyphen fan, if you're in Hyphen stan, then you liked Hanbin from Island. This is his new group. He is in this one. I didn't watch Island, but I did catch a couple of clips of it on TikTok, and Hanbin was one of the people that stood out to me, and I was very disappointed when I found out he did not make the team, because I honestly thought he did, the way that they were spreading this video all on TikTok. But yeah, I started following him and realized he was going to be debuting in this new boy group. So yeah, that's that. We're gonna go down. We have a couple of old songs, but new to the list, just because I just are gravitating to them. When Jungkook put out his "Stay Alive" song, they were doing like streaming parties for it. So there's this music app that I use called Station Head or something like that. I'll put like a screenshot of it on the screen of what the app looks like. But normally I go there to actually do like streaming parties. There's people out there. There's people on there who do like BTS streaming parties. It's not just K-pop. People go on there for like Nicki Minaj, like all types of stuff. But when we were doing the streaming for that stuff, they were just putting all types of BTS songs in there. And they put some of these songs in, like, oh man, I really like these songs. I should put these back in my daily playlist. So I went ahead and put these in my daily playlist. We got, of course, Brave Girls in here. All of Stray Kids' new album, because honestly, the whole album is fire. We got Tippy Toes, which is the new XG girl group, which is probably the video you guys have seen before this. So it is what it is. We have Lonely by Mark and Jikjin, and then we have some Ludacris down here, and then we have Dive by Jin Young. I think I have all of GOT7 in here, but JB was in here for a very long time before I took him up. Probably maybe a month or so ago, I took him out of my playlist just because I wasn't listening to music as much. But I'm not the biggest fan of R&B music. I know that's weird coming from somebody who's like, but yeah, I'm not really into R&B music, and it has nothing to do with K-pop or anything like that, or R&B and K-pop. It's just in general, I'm not really much of an R&B girl. So I'm more into like pop music, rap music, anything along those lines I like, but not necessarily R&B. There are some R&B songs that I do like a lot, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not necessarily really into R&B that much. So if I don't really, if I'm not gravitating towards the song, then there's no need to. So next we are actually gonna go ahead and look at my Spotify statistics, and you'll see I'll link the website that I use to look up my Spotify statistics, because it's pretty interesting to see like the top tracks I'm listening to, and just to see the top artists and stuff like that I've been listening to over the past like couple of weeks and months. So as you see here, so it's Spotify stats for spotify.com/tracks. I'll go ahead and link that down below. But of course, as you see here, in the last 4 weeks, the album is good, guys. If the album's good and the song is good, I'm gonna have it on repeat. I'm sorry. Argue with someone cares. I know that I've said BTS is my ult group, but as of right now, they're not really putting out any new music, and I don't just listen to BTS, so it's just unexpected to be like, yeah, that's all, this whole list would be BTS, when that's just not realistic. They're in here, but it's just not very realistic on like who I'm listening to and who I'm gravitating to. So as you see here, we got Stray Kids coming in at number 1 over the last 4 weeks, and this album just came out like literally like a little bit over a week ago, and they're already in my like top 10. Like if you look at my top 10, we have Charmer, Maniac, Utopia, Venom, Twerk It, No More Dreams, Answer, If You're Broke I'm Busy, Favorite, and Euphoria. Like the diversity in here is astonishing. I mean, even if you look further down, I mean, look at all of these songs that I've just been listening to. I think it goes up to like 50. Yeah. Like the last thing you have here is Little Space with ATEEZ. But if you see, like, it just continues. Over the last 6 months, favorite. Look, if a song's good, a song's good. Like, I'm not gonna discriminate or anything like that just because they're not a group that I stan or anything like that. I'm gonna listen to it. So like in my top 10 over the past 6 months, you still got Charmer climbing up through here. Look at this. Look at this. Charmer is climbing up. Like it just released like literally over a week ago. But it's gonna climb up there. I promise you this probably will end up number 1 sooner or later. And then rounding out the top 10 is Vibin' by Young Jay, which is a really good song. But like, let's look to see how far the other ones are on this list. Oh, they're not here yet. I'm pretty sure they'll enter in this 6-month list at some point. But let's look at all time. My favorite tracks of all time, top 10. Of course, you have Silver Spoon by BTS. Love Talk, My Type, Not Shy, and of course you get a little bit more mixture when you're talking about all time, because I've had my Spotify since 2014, and honestly I didn't get into K-pop until 2020, so it makes sense that this is a little bit more diverse. Don't worry about rain, waves, ocean sounds. I like to listen to rain when I go to sleep at night, so But next we're gonna go ahead and go over the top artists over the last 4 weeks, and of course you have Stray Kids coming in. So my top 4, we have Stray Kids, ATEEZ, BTS, and Bam Bam are my top 4 artists over the past 4 weeks. Over the past 6 months, we of course BTS, Stray Kids, ATEEZ, Twice, Nicki Minaj, Bam Bam, Beyonce, and rounding out the top 34, Glass Animals. So if you see diverse, I mean, you got some August D here as well. Like, you know, they're there. But yeah, BTS over the last 6 months. And then of all time, of course, you got BTS, Stray Kids, Meg, ATEEZ, Cardi B, Nicki, and then rounding out the top. And then rounding out the top 50, you have August D coming in at 50. So those are just my Spotify statistics for top artists. And top genre, of course, over the last 4 weeks, we got K-pop and K-pop boy group. Over the last 6 months, we have K-pop, pop, K-pop boy group, dance and rap, K-pop girl group, trap queen, and rap music. And then of all time, of course, you get a little bit more diversity here. But yeah, that's just my Spotify statistics and my Spotify playlist, and I will do this again at the end of April, so you guys can just take a look and see at the things. Maybe if something changed, maybe a new song came out, maybe I'm listening, maybe who knows, maybe we'll see what pops up in here. Maybe Beyonce drops a surprise album, the next thing you know, bam, she's on my last 4 weeks. Beyonce rules out everybody else in the world. So that's all. I just want to come on here and show you guys all of that and just what I've just been listening to lately, and definitely will show you guys an updated view at the end of April. I will talk to you guys later, and bye.
Put your body on the kitchen table and move the dishes to the side. Yeah.
Da, 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 da.